Я пришел дать эту песню для любви. Я пришел дать эту. Я пришел дать эту песню. 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 Я пришел дать эту песню из мира грез. Я пришел дать эту песню из хрустальных слез. Я пришел дать эту песню для любви. Я пришел дать эту песню.
So weird. So weird. That is an image that's burned indelibly into my retinas. I wish I had not seen that at the end then. But okay, so firstly, outside of a meme, it's a good song. It is a great song. I really like that it's titled The Seventh Element, and it's composed of 7 chords.
Я пришел дать эту песню. Я пришел дать эту песню. Из мира грез.
And you get the idea. I think that you should disseminate this video around your social circle, just to, like, test your friends, and like, if the reaction is, then it's pretty much confirmed that that person does not possess a heart. You know, they're cold as fuck. They're as cold as ice, because if you can't watch this video and it doesn't bring a smile to your face, then there is something fundamentally wrong with you. Let's see, who wouldn't appreciate it? Noel Gallagher, he wouldn't appreciate it. It's just one of those videos. It's just one of those songs that, you know, when you're feeling really low and you stick it on, it never fails to, at least for me personally, just bring a smile to my face and just make me, you know, feel momentarily a little bit better. And I know that might be a little bit patronizing, because, you know, it's such a novelty, and depression is such a serious thing. Believe me, I know. But it's just like 4 minutes of unbridled joy. I mean, I guess that I should just say a few more things about the composition itself before I move on to the analysis of the video. Okay, so the beat kind of reminds me of an early 2000s trance track. Like, it's reminiscent of Touch Me by Portuguese DJ Rui da Silva. And what else? There's kind of like a weird, really high frequency noise going on within the mix that most people probably cannot hear. Kind of sounds like fireworks or something. It's very evoking of celestial imagery, actually. And yeah, that's another thing. Even if you do not understand Russian, or you only have like a basic grasp, you really don't need to be able to understand it to like interpret the theme that's going on here, because it is a clear theme, a celestial theme. And basically, the lyrics in the first verse suggest "Я пришел дать эту песню." I came to give this song, and then the chorus is just vocalization and the bird call thing with the tongue, infidel, whatever you want to call it, alien thing, I guess. And then you have the Chandra Brahmara Chandram Chandram Bendram section, which is no discernible language, not that I know of anyway, but it sounds really good. It's a really good refrain. And then in the second verse, we have a few more lines. We have It's Milagros from Dream World. And then we have Eskrostalnik Slurs, which is crystal tears. And then La Vie, which is for love. And I really like that moment when his face just turns, the camera pans onto him and his face just turns at the most opportune moment, and he smiles at somebody, but who's he supposed to be smiling at, because there's nobody there. And yeah, I guess this leads me on to the video itself. So firstly, the direction. The direction is absolutely exquisite. It is just perfect. Vitas, his facial expressions, the director just cuts to his face and cuts away at the most opportune moments. It is literally timed to perfection. The whole thing is choreographed superbly. I mean, you think choreography, you know, the dancers, the people in attendance in the crowd, but no, the whole thing in itself is choreographed just down to a T, and it's so good. His facial expression is just so unusual, they're just so weird, really, really weird. What's the Russian word for it? I'm gonna put it in the video. Zayabyuni. It fucked up basically. But that's why I love it. It's so weird, and you could genuinely believe that this guy has literally just dropped down from space, and this is his first encounters with human beings, because it's just so natural. It's really captivating in like a strange, grotesque way. I don't know. I can't describe it. I mean, I spoke about the camera direction, but the art direction. Okay, so the stage, the backdrop, the props, just everything. The aesthetic, the little spaceship, the disco ball, the colored lights, and then you have the dancers themselves. Their choreography is so strange. I mean, I've seen this video before, and I could watch it 100 times over, and I would still notice different things each time, because there's a lot going on. This video is so layered, and I don't think people realize that. They just think it's a goofy meme. But so the dances, the choreography, they're basically not dancing. They're static, and then the only movement that we actually see from them is to move to a new static position in which to be in. And I just find it so unusual. Their movements are so awkward. Their positioning is so awkward, and how they all fall down at the stage in their own unique individual way. And it's so theatrical as well, the way that they fall down. It's just so strange, but also the aesthetic of their attire as well. It's like the kind of bell-shaped things they have on their heads. They're perfectly placed behind Vitas's head, so that from some angles, when the camera pans onto Vitas, for example, you have the red guy behind him. It's like red checks behind Vitas's head, and it just adds to the aesthetic. Like whenever you've seen screenshots or the thumbnails of this video when it's been reposted, you'll see a thumbnail of that in the background, or of the silver guy in the background, and You know, it depends which way the camera was looking at him, and you know that seems purposeful. Really, it's really intelligently done. And by relation as well, the people who are in attendance, I mean, you could say that they're dancers in themselves, you know, they're all part of the choreography, but I mean, I don't care because they're so convincing. It genuinely looks like the best party that you have never attended. It's like a 4 minute window into the best party of the early 2000s, like a turn of the century party. It's just, everybody is in a world of their own, especially the girl in the shiny silver dress and the guy who's got the blue feather boa around him, and the sparklers as well. And they're all like entranced by the sparklers, and it's everything. It's madness. It's absolute madness. But it's just it's so I'm just glued to the screen, looking at all these different things that are going on. Um, and then obviously there's Vitas himself, what he's wearing, which is it looks really good. Like the star thing around his head, I think he looks good. The only problem I have with Vitas' attire is like the big bulge thing that he's got going on. But yeah, that's pretty off-putting. But apart from that, it just looks really really weird, but really good at the same time. I like his boots that he's got on. He looks really skinny in this clip as well, and it only adds to like the awkwardness of his movement. You know, when he's doing all this, and yeah. Also, his eyes are kind of really freaky when he's doing the. You know, they look really strange. It's just, and there was a moment where I was just like on his face because he wasn't blinking, and his expression was just. It's like his face was still for a few moments, even though his mouth was moving. I was kind of freaked out by that, and yeah, I think my favorite moment is definitely the La Vie line where he like turns and he's facing somebody, and it's like we know there's nobody there, so who's he smiling at? I think it's brilliant. Yeah, and then there's the rap at the end also. I believe it's supposed to be like unintelligible, like an alien language, but it's broken Polish. It's broken Polish. I don't know why you would use Polish like that because the Slavs are gonna like pick up on that. Um, but yeah, it does sound really good though. To be fair, it's really good. He's a good rapper. And what else? What else was there? His dancing at the end is really good also. You can tell that this guy's actually a good dancer, even though his movements are really awkward and stuff. They're clearly intended to be awkward. It's purposeful, and you can see that you know he's actually really good at dancing. So yeah. Anyway, to conclude this video, what can I say? Well, meme aside, it's a good song, as I've already said. It is a meme. It is intended to make people laugh, to freak people out, to make people happy, ultimately. But fundamentally, it is a good song. There's lots of good refrains and hooks, and I really like the theme. I really like the interstellar theme going on. So yeah, and I also like Russian. I like the sound of Russian. So for me, it's a really consumable record. I could consume it over and over again. So yeah. Anyway, I really hope that you've enjoyed this reaction video and the subsequent analysis. And if so, please remember to click subscribe and also the little bell to keep abreast of my future posts. And wait. If you'd like to check out my actual guitar cover of the song, actual meaning like I actually plugged my guitar in and, you know, I've actually put a lot of effort into it. I actually really like it. I like what I contributed to that version. So if you want to check that out, please head to the description below. I will post the link there, and I'll very much appreciate it if you do check that out and you enjoy it. Please leave a like, and yeah, share it on social media if you like, because I do not use social media. So, and yeah, actually, just before I sign off, I realized that I barely touched upon the vocals, and I'm actually going to start with the female vocalist who's on the intro of the song. Actually, it runs throughout, but predominantly on the intro. What a great voice. It's really unusual. Sounds very Eastern. It's kind of reminiscent of Indian vocals stylistically, but it's not quite there. Um, I'm really fascinated by Indian vocals, like you know, the melisma and the vocal contortions, the inflections and stuff. Oh, it's amazing. And yeah, like I say, this gets pretty close. Just sound really unusual. She's got a really good voice, and she's on the chorus as well, doing the backup. And yeah, Vitas. What can I say about him? Um, he's got a superb vocal range. I can't say there's much on the low ends, but on the high ends, I mean, you only have to listen to the chorus, like the head voice falsetto thing that he's got going on, and then the the bird call. Um, the guy's got an excellent range, and he's got kind of a very airy voice. There's not much timbre or grit in it, but it works really well on this song. And yeah, I'm aware of his other music, and yeah, he's he's a really fucking good singer. Unusual, I have to say that it's very unorthodox. I think you can only listen to so much of it. Um, people refer to him as being like classically trained or like an opera singer. He is not. He's not. He's a pop singer. He is not an opera singer. Trust me, he's not. It's more when I hear him singing opera songs, which Opera 2 isn't an opera song, by the way. But he did The Woman is Fickle. I forgot the title in Italian. La Donna Immobile. I don't know Italian though, so I don't know the accent in which to say that. But yeah. Anyway, as I was saying, so he did that, and for me, it's more like a novelty when he does it. But it is interesting. It's weird, and for me, that's interesting. Um, so yeah, that's Vitas in a nutshell, I guess. So anyway, I really hope that you've liked this video. Remember to subscribe. I believe I've already said all this anyway. And yeah, I guess until we meet again, as they say, до свидания.